dawn's early light, but so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, can that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I'm going to say it at the get-go. I was watching my son play baseball, and the sun was setting on the diamond when I looked down and James Earl Jones died, and it was like weirdly poetic.
Yeah.
Because I grew up watching Sandlot and Field of Dreams and all that. So to me, I always equated him with baseball.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, he won life.
Dude,
in his 90s.
Great run.
Was Vader, yeah.
I got tingles watching that.
Yeah, he's just...
That was awesome.
Yeah. It was
amazing.
So R.I.P. To a great guy and to Mr. Vader.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Normal World. I'm Dave Landau.
I'm quarterback Garrett, and as always,
I'm Angela.
Hi, Angela.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, that's so good.
I know, right?
Yeah.
What?
Long time no see.
Right?
Wait, there was a break-in.
What?
What?
I noticed we got robbed.
What?
Oh, did you not notice we got robbed?
Oh my gosh.
Outside.
Yeah. Glenn,
We're
all
getting-
of Glenn's stuff are gone.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all
I think he's
missing.
finally pulled the plug.
Oh, yeah, he's- okay. Look at me. Don't listen to Dave. Just like the button, okay? Just that's all you got to do. And comment. That also helps, I hear. And we're also on audio podcasts. If you're not listening over there, you don't even have to look at our mugs. I don't know why you wouldn't, but you could. Over there.
Yes.
It had to be said.
Thanks.
It did. And also, I am going to be this weekend, Charlotte, North Carolina, at the Comedy Zone, and the 20th in Columbus, Ohio, and then the 21st in Liberty, Ohio. And where can we find you?
I have a channel, Nega Garrett. Don't worry about it. Just spell it that way. It's on YouTube. There's a video coming out on the 20th that you can watch. It's about LA and the current state of LA. It was a lot of fun to shoot and talk to people, and they had some interesting answers.
There you go. And Angela has a channel.
I do.
That's
I started. I've got one video up.
Heck
It's
yeah.
called Angela Does Horror, all one word. Maybe there's
Horror.
Horror.
Yes.
Thank you. That's my OnlyFans. But
yeah, that's fine.
It's a funnel, though.
People are rushing there now.
Go to the YouTube and then OnlyFans.
yeah, maybe there's a video coming out for Friday the 13th. Who knows?
Oh, that's
I'm proud of you.
I like
Thanks.
that.
I'm proud of you.
And I have one. It's Dave Landau, comedian.
Oh, well.
I had to.
You have way
Yeah,
more
plug
subs
that.
than
Plug
either
that
of us.
because they didn't have Dave Landau available.
Oh, you had to do it like the other way.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, well.
Anyway, tragically today is 9/11, and but it does mean it's Free Slurpee Day.
I think that's 7-Eleven.
No, yeah.
Oh right, this is the Twin Towers falling.
Yeah. Oh, well, we do have footage here just to commemorate. It's not for the little ones. That's not.
Can we get that
Yeah,
off
can
the
we
screen?
Okay, that wasn't
put that in there?
9/11 footage. That was just sandcastle boobs.
Oh, it was sand boobs. Sand castles or sand castles. Those were just sand boobs.
Look,
Well, it could have been both.
Don't
think it could've
ride
been.
the fence.
Seriously? I don't want to get into
Today?
semantics with her, but you're going to go... seriously?
It's about unity right now, guys.
All right, look, just... Will you edit that out, please?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the people who...
Okay.
Just edit it out.
Oh, well, you can...
I'm just going to say... Here, we'll go from here.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
restart.
here.
It's 9/11. Of course, we do want to mention that. Thank you to the heroes that tried to save us, people that are still dealing with the lung diseases and everything else. The people that died. It's a tragedy. There's a lot of different people on the internet that have done tons of videos today. Rest in peace to all the people. 24 years ago, shockingly.
Yeah. My wife set up a documentary about 9/11 just to get the kids kind of understand what happened, because I feel like it does... you lose that generationally, what the impact of that moment was, that day, that 10 years after that. So it is good to kind of never forget. It's a catchphrase, but it's for real. Never forget what happened and how we really were unified. It felt like like that was a crazy moment for everyone. We're like, we're all Americans. Let's move forward.
No, I think you're right. That's what it was never forget that we should be unified as a country.
Yeah.
And, fortunately, we're not. Well, we completely forgot that feeling.
Forget.
Did you see that photo of Joe Biden with the Trump hat on? What the heck?
Oh,
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, AI.
Is it AI?
No, it's real.
I thought it was real.
Supposedly. You know what's really sad about that, though, is I saw them all like lined up at the memorial. If you've ever been there, it's a great memorial location. They're all lined up. They're all talking about unity. And my brain goes, I don't believe you.
Oh, he's at Ground Zero?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been there, yeah.
Ground Zero is
very sad.
Is an amazing memorial. But yeah, like even if they were trying to be unified, I don't believe them. Like I want to believe, it's like aliens. I want to believe.
They don't actually want us to be unified because they are making money off of the division.
They destroyed the unity we had at 9/11.
Yep.
I remember when I brought my friend, he's from the Middle East. We went there and it was probably like 99. And I remember we were looking at the Twin Towers and he's like, look at Ground Zero. And I was like, what'd you say? And he goes, you'll find out.
Holy shit.
Anyway, so, I never forgot that either.
Well.
Anyway, speaking of unity and division.
Oh, yes.
Division is honestly a huge problem in our country. We learned that last night. I think people have gone absolutely crazy with hating each other. Yeah. I had an actual good conversation with a friend of mine who's extremely liberal right after the debate last night.
How did he feel about it?
Well, he felt she won, but he honestly also felt that it was stacked against him a bit too. So he wasn't just taking the side of it. And he doesn't like Trump, but he got why he was enraged. So it was interesting to at least see that take as opposed to just like, she smoked him.
Right. I saw a lot of great responses. I don't think Trump has done very well in either of these debates.
I think the first one he couldn't do poorly.
Well, yeah, it's the other opponents that are much worse than he is. I think his more presidential kind of turn, acting more presidential, is great. I like that. I do like the trashing people and being funny, but
I like
I like either one of them.
I like the humanity of him doing these podcasts and talking who he really is. I think that's showing way more of a real side to him than any of this stuff.
I think a couple times during the debate he got like squirreled off into defending himself when he really didn't have to do that. And just them being against him the whole time made him look better. I was talking to Angela about it before. After the debate, when they both left the stage, he went straight to the Lion's Den and answered questions from the press. And she went off to her fundraiser and went, thank you guys for going and knocking on doors, like to her little safe space. But he didn't. So it just made him look more powerful. It made him look more confident, even though I don't think he did a great job.
It's probably harder for her to hear on the earring mics once there's a crowd.
Yes. Well, dude, I saw the earring mic thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, she's got an earring mic supposedly. If she does, I don't know. But if she does, holy shit, she's fucking horrible.
I was going to say,
she's got a mic on and this is how bad she is?
When people were saying that like Obama was behind it, I'm like, that's not Obama. He was smooth.
Yeah. It's not working, whatever it is.
Say whatever you want about him. The man had charisma.
Yeah. Yeah. He was smooth.
Yeah. He would have known how to answer it. Like, watch him debate.
Yeah.
And then
it's like undeniable. He's a really great speaker. He's like a car salesman. really good at selling himself, and she is just not.
Yeah, no.
She's like mentally ill in some way.
She died. Yeah, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about the severity of what's going on in this country and the way that we're divided. I mean, people have talked about prospects of a civil war, which is impossible. And then people have also talked about, the fact that we're on World War III, but we do have this hate for each other. And my friend is on the phone. He owns Big Al's in Emily, Minnesota. He's currently... Well, let's have him on here to talk about it, but basically death threats and being attacked for putting up a Trump sign. And I want to talk about this guy because he's had myself and Matt McClowry at his venue to perform stand-up. He's a really good human being. So please welcome to the show, Big Al.
Oh, boy.
There's only 2 of us in here, so...
I'm honored.
There's 3.
Well, 2 other people, you let him in, and we got to clap.
Oh, you got to clap.
Yeah.
Ahoy, how are you?
I'm honored.
How are
I'm
you, Al?
well. Doing well. Just
no one's
swatting
going to say
mosquitoes.
Big Gay Al in the comments. Don't worry.
Hey, I'm good with Big Gay Al. That's fine.
Confidence.
He's one of the best South Park characters ever.
That is true.
Confidence.
That is true. So how are you, my friend?
I'm doing as well as I can be. Just finished up with the sheriff and, trying to just keep my chin up. And
You finished the sheriff?
Yeah, I finished up with the
Oh,
sheriff.
sorry. I heard it wrong.
I didn't finish him off. I finished
good.
up.
Well, look, either way, I think you'll get protection.
Well, I'm hoping so.
So what happened? Like, walk me through what
basically,
happened.
Last night, someone published an article about a short appearance that I did or had in one of Don Jr.'s podcasts.
Okay.
The minute the article came out, my phone in the bar started ringing. The
This
first
is it
few
right here,
calls.
yep.
were
Sorry
just
about
fake
that. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
They're
Al,
fake orders. Trying to order 10 cheeseburgers and pizzas, and I thought, oh, geez, I didn't know about the article. Well, then the phone kept ringing, and it kept ringing and kept ringing and kept ringing, and I got the first really bad call was, I'm going to come and burn your place to the ground.
Wow.
And I looked at a couple of my friends that I had there because we were closed last night, and I said, we just got done watching the debate, and I said, God, you're not going to believe this. This guy just threatened to burn my bar down. I mean, it's insanity. I couldn't believe it. It blew my mind. And the phone kept ringing, kept ringing, kept ringing. My friends left. I went to my apartment, which is on site, and it kept ringing until 6 a.m. And the last one that came in was, I'm going to come there and I'm going to blow your head off.
So much vitriol for just being
the crazy thing is it's just a sign. It's a sign in front of my bar. Well, I'll give you a little background. I've got a 30-foot pole with a double-sided LED billboard that you see on the side of the road where it's a car salesman. It's a big sign. And I said, you know what? I think it's important. I think this election is important, and I'm going to put it up there. And, whatever happens, happens. I had no idea. No idea people could be this cruel. The phone rings off the hook with, I'm never coming in there. The Facebook comments, the messages on Facebook, different websites where there's threads going about me and how horrible I am and I'm a grifter. And,
grifter's the parrot word, by the way, though, that's used by anybody.
Yes.
That's what's amazing. You're a grift because you sell food. It's like, well, then everything's a grift because that's just making a profit off. Which also, you wouldn't be in this situation and how you feel, because I've known you for a couple years if it wasn't for the fact that Minnesota was a pretty left state, and when 2020 happened, you were forced to close down, especially when you rely on tourist business during the summer, and it had an extreme effect on your business.
Well, the best Tim Waltz story I have for you, and I haven't heard you guys talk about him much, but it's Tampon Timmy did us really good at the beginning of the COVID thing. St. Patrick's Day is our biggest holiday of the year. It's the biggest parade in Minnesota, which is right down the road from my bar. That is my biggest day of the year, hands down, 5 times the sales of any other day, including 4th of July. When they did the shutdown thing, the mayor of Cross Lake called the governor and said, we need to know if this is going to be a go or not. The governor said, yep, it's going to go. He let all the business owners know, all right, it's a go. We all ordered our food, we ordered our beverage, hired our security, set up our tents, brought in extra help from out of town, all ready to go. Everything gets delivered. everything's ready to go. We're having staff meetings, and we get the phone call, shut it down. 10:30 tonight, you're done. That's it. So
Okay.
all of these small bars and restaurants got stuck with all that food, all that beverage, all those expenses, and everything. The beginning of the shutdown for us was a net $20,000 loss off the top after a long cold winter.
So you lost 20 grand just setting that up after you
Just
had
that one
no profit the entire winter.
Correct. We're 100% dependent on tourism, and that was just a really bad winter.
So, and I watched you rebuild. I've been to your place. Your food's delicious. You're a really good man, Al. That's why when I saw this today, I wanted to have you on the show because you've been very kind to me. You've been very kind to Matt McClowry. And just good to comics, good to people. Everybody who works for you loves you. And then I saw that you had a GoFundMe, and then people were attacking that. And it's like people wouldn't have these if it wasn't for what was taken away from you.
Correct.
And where can we find that? Because I think people, if you can go, where can we find to leave a positive review? Where can we go to find your GoFundMe? Because like I just want people to realize like you're a hardworking man. You've put everything you have into your business. You've worked for a very long time to have this. I love coming out and performing there. And the reality is just to try to take this away from you because somebody has a political difference is such a tragic sign of the times.
Yeah.
And then I always love how the other side, it's like, oh, you're gay bashing and trans bashing and everything. Like, they go directly to name calling and all this stuff that they claim that they don't want to be a part of. And it's extremists. I mean, and that's the problem is a lot of things are extremists. But the fact that there's so many and they think that it's okay to take away someone's livelihood and life is just okay. It's not.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. And, I always say it. I don't care if you sit or stand when you pee, and I don't care what color you are. If you come in with a good heart, I'm going to feed you. You're going to leave full, and you're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
So you can find me on Twitter at R0TT. There's a permanent link on my profile to the GoFundMe. You can find us on Google at Big Al's Emily, Minnesota. There's a couple Big Al's in Minnesota, so make sure you go to the Emily, Minnesota. I'm sure the poor guy that owns a bowling alley down in the cities is freaking out right now because I'm sure his phone's ringing off the hook and he's going, "What the hell is going on? I don't have a billboard." So, it really is a sign of the times. I mean, tolerance and inclusion and kindness is what I hear from some of these people, and then I get the exact opposite.
Right. Best thing to do in these situations, I've seen it so many times, this cancel kind of thing where people they're from behind their keyboards, they're calling in from miles away, other states. Just keep doing what you're doing, brother. Just keep working.
My head's down, man. I'm coming at this. I grew up playing football. My shoulder's out. My chin's up. I'm going to hit this head on. And if it fails, then that's what God wanted.
It's not going to fail.
This isn't what God wants.
Going to fail.
Honestly,
this
is hate and division. This shouldn't exist. And watching this happen, I mean, I understand that people are going to have disagreements. People aren't going to like each other, but there's just this limit. And now with the power of, internet phones, I mean, really calling and making a death threat is one of the stupidest things you can do.
I laughed at the last guy. I truly did. I said, feel free to come on by. Maybe you don't know me, but I'm very pro Second Amendment.
We'll just have a conversation. Okay.
Very, very pro Second Amendment. So you feel free to come on by. There's 36 cameras on my building. I'll know before you get here.
Yeah. We'll have fun.
Well, yeah, it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
And it sucks that it comes to that because you're such a welcoming guy. You'd rather cook for him.
100%.
Yeah.
I want to, me, Dave. I don't know how much food I sent you and Matt on your way with, but I bet you were rolling around on the floor in your hotel.
Dude, you gave us like 10 boxes of food. Matt ate most of it, by the way, that night. I just want to point out.
I believe
dude, he's an animal.
He's a big guy.
He's skinny, but he works out so much, and he's 9 feet tall. So
he's very tall.
Yeah, he just will sit there. I'm like, did you eat an entire chicken from the ride? From his place? Did you eat a whole barbecue pizza? He's
my
what?
general manager talks about him all the time.
Oh, really?
He wears his Asperger's shirt as much as he possibly can to work. And, I constantly tell him, like, some people aren't going to get that, Matt. You got to be careful. Please do a good job of explaining it when they ask.
Never explain it.
I say never. Just get
Never.
you've never eaten an Asperger?
You like these burgers? You got a problem?
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's not on the menu anymore.
No, you're like, they were such a big hit.
Oh, you should put it on the menu.
Sold
You
out.
should.
They sold
You
out.
should have a Matt McClowry Asperger. Just have it be a regular hamburger, but
Just a little thicker.
I think everybody would. I think if you have us there performing again, and we'll come in and do a fundraiser if this keeps up. And what we'll do is we won't even charge. I'm telling you this right now. We'll come in, we'll raise money, and then we can go from there. Try to get you some cash to figure this out. I hate when stuff like this happens to good people. And then, as you have to agree to just put an Asperger on your menu for at least a month.
I'll make it the special, and we'll put it up on the billboard right before the Trump sign.
Yeah, Matt
There should
McClowry.
be just something slightly wrong with it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little like the bun is off.
Yeah,
Bun sideways.
2 olives, so it looks like cockeyes.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll put 2 olives. We'll put 2 olives and a pickle on the top.
Yeah.
No, we'll have
Just
them
set 'em
peeking out.
off.
Yeah,
Peeking out.
yeah. The lettuce and tomato are just sitting on top of the bun.
Well, I
Well-
want to thank you, Dave. You know, you've been a good friend, and
Absolutely.
it says a lot about your character.
Well, dude, I'm sorry that you had to go through that, and I hope people listen. Please leave Big Al a positive review. Go over to his GoFundMe, and honestly, go eat his food because then you'll leave a positive review.
Yeah,
be genuine.
you got to try
Seriously.
brisket pizza. If you've never had brisket pizza, you don't know what you're
That's
missing.
what it was. That's the
awesome.
pizza I was mentioning. The brisket
Dang, that sounds
pizza.
awesome.
Dude, it's so heavy when you leave with it. What is it, like 5 pounds just in one
like
box?
4.5 pounds.
Is it 4.5? See, I told you.
Yes, I'm talking about it. Sounds too good.
I'd have Matt carry it. I don't have the arms for that.
Little arms.
No, but he ate it in the car on the way back, and I was like, "Did you eat
I
a
can
whole?"
imagine.
A whole pizza?
Yeah, he gave us like
He's a
5
monster.
though.
Crazy.
I'm not kidding. The amount of food he gives us is bananas. Well, anyway, thank you, my friend. I really appreciate your time, and yeah, just stay up.
Yeah, man.
Hey, and it was a pleasure.
Good night.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Bye.
we appreciate you. Bye.
We need like a hang up sound.
Oh, that'd be a
No.
good idea.
That'd be good.
Yeah. That man had rights.
Oh, we should have done a hang up where it's like he just hangs up that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we gotta
One more
get back
question.
to that.
One more
Yeah.
question.
Yes. One more question.
Dang it.
We forgot that because so
We need
many
to get back
things
on.
don't work.
Yeah. So then they get abandoned. Speaking of food,
Yeah.
you like
Haitians?
it.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Oh, yes.
Boy, I missed that. Yeah, what
Yes.
about food? Tell me.
No, people in Ohio, they like their dog meat. Did you know this?
Allegedly.
I didn't know this.
Allegedly.
Residents of America that live in Ohio, their whole life, like to eat dog. I didn't know this.
Yeah,
I
it's,
may have not read the whole story fully.
I think you missed it. What it is see, there's reports of and photos that Haitian immigrants have flooded a city near Cincinnati, Springfield, Ohio, where the Simpsons live, are saying that the Haitians are terrorizing their town, flipping over cars, causing problems, rape, whatever. Yeah, for real. And
not residents of America.
correct. These are
That's where I think I messed up on.
then they've been eating ducks and cat. We actually do
And
have
that's like a
another
delicacy.
picture. It's an illegal alien eating a cat. If you want to look, it's pretty messed up. There it is.
That's sick.
Just horrible.
That is disgusting.
It's a Haitian making a cat sandwich.
Oh my god!
So
You need
anyway,
to close the border on.
well,
The
it
border is
is.
just way too open.
They do.
It's just sick.
I mean, and really, if this
I need
is
I need a
true-
duck. You know, that's a delicacy in a lot of places. You know, you get a nice duck.
You wouldn't
I've
eat
eaten
it out
duck.
of your neighborhood pond.
I might.
I don't think you would.
If I was from Haiti or Haiti, if I was Haiti, I would eat a duck.
Aisha.
Haitian.
That's my niece's name.
Yo, what's up, Haitian? How you doing, Haitian? She eating a duck. That's what you doing. She getting down on that duck.
Why are you in my pond?
I mean, think about it though. If you were like in a survival situation and you live that way your whole life, you might want to eat a duck. You'd be like, that's dinner right there.
I feel like if you made it here, though, sneaking across the border, but no, I get it. I mean, that's the tragedy of it. Is like I've eaten duck myself.
Oh yeah.
I've just never gone to my neighbor's house and eaten their pet duck. I've also
You're
never
feeding
just eaten a cat. Like if something has a collar on it and you're from somewhere else, you should probably assume that belongs to someone.
Like, you're going to eat that?
Did you see how they're like being bussed in by the busload?
Yeah.
Like buses and buses full of Haitians coming in. And it's like, what is happening? Where are you coming from? Where is this
interesting.
money?
Well, they're in Springfield, but wait till why don't you wander into Cincinnati or some other areas and
Dangerous
see?
areas?
Yeah, why don't you go try to eat a pit bull and see how that works out for you?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, see who wins. But I think if this is true, which I think it is, and they're really trying to push the narrative that it's not.
There's so much video footage of it.
There's video footage. There's residents talking about it. Like,
and homeless people.
that was in the debate.
Yeah.
That was in the debate, and they said it was. They fact checked Trump and said it wasn't real.
Yes, and then she said, "Yeah."
What are you talking about?
And everything she said, they were like, "That's accurate."
That sounds correct.
She was
Can we get
clearly at
judges?
the Capitol
Judges?
on January 6th and not at the DNC. Let's just let her talk.
10 out of 10.
But anyway, which by the way, she wasn't there. One of the first things she said was a lie. She was at the DNC. I was at the Capitol on January 6th. Why would you say that?
No, you weren't.
Like these, do you not realize the cameras exist and people know where you are?
Different time, lady.
She just says it like no one's going to look that up. Almost immediately, everyone else looked it up and they were like, she wasn't at the Capitol.
And the confidence,
Yeah.
confidence to say that, and then the network backing her up.
And then she's going to come out and go, by at the Capitol, I meant metaphorically. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like within spirit.
Yeah.
I was there with them.
Let's watch some of the clips of people talking about what's happening to their meow meows.
These Haitians are running
Meow
into
meals.
trash cans. They're running into
This is
buildings.
racist, obviously.
They're running into.
Clearly.
They flipping cars in the middle of the street.
It's the fattest
They're
crip
in
I've
the
ever
park
seen.
Grabbing up ducks by their neck and
They're
cutting their
different
head
now.
off and walking off with them and eating them like.
Man that cannot speak English in my front yard screaming at me, throwing mattresses in my front yard, throwing trash in my front yard. And I can't. Look at me, I weigh 95 pounds. I couldn't defend myself if I had to. My husband is elderly, and last night, after living in this home for 45 years, he said, Noelle, guess
Take
what?
off your shirt.
It's time to pack up and
Jeez.
move. He said, we can't do this anymore. He said, it's killing both of us mentally.
Man.
I don't understand what you expect of us as citizens. I mean, I understand they're here under temporary protected status and you're
F that.
protecting them, and I understand that our city services are overwhelmed and understaffed. But who's protecting us? If we're protecting them, who's protecting me?
Nobody.
So she understands that, but it's like they're sending them to your front yard into an understaffed city with understaffed services to take in Haitian immigrants.
Makes sense.
Have you seen Haiti?
No.
It's not good.
Oh, is it one of those places that the Santa Claus guy goes to, and he's like, for $3 a month?
It
Could feed one of
Yeah, it's more of the places where the Santa Claus guy goes to, and for $3 he gets whatever he wants.
Don't put that on him.
I'm just saying.
You're breaking my freaking childhood, okay?
Speaking
Every night, drilled into my brain.
speaking of childhood, I'm sure they go there to do that without a.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, it's a shit. It's what they called a what they called a shithole, and then everybody
Yes.
got mad.
Yeah.
All the freaking celebrities got those shirts that said Haiti's a beautiful place or whatever
Yes.
it was. Like Conan O'Brien and
Who I love.
yeah.
And then, because you feel pressure from these networks and all these groups to put that stuff on. And now you have people eating ducks. I shouldn't laugh at that, but it's funny.
It's messed up because like I started off with, they're coming from a country where eating dogs and eating ducks is like survival. Like they got to eat these things. That's why it's not weird. They're like, oh, look, it's a duck. Why are people? Nobody's eating this. I'm going to eat this because they have to do that in Haiti.
Yes.
So why are we not? Why are we taking them into residential areas with like old ladies that have lived in a house for 40? Like they should not be in the same area. There needs to be like hey guys, like you're in a completely different. This is a different world that you're moving into. It just seems like
Because,
insane to me.
Equality.
like done on purpose.
They're just dropping them off like an unwanted baby at a fire station.
That's right.
Who is the person
Who's gonna
that
raise it?
made that decision?
We
Who
are.
did that?
We have to raise your unwanted babies. Well, that's the reality, though, is we have, like you said, these people are being dumped off in the middle of nowhere, and you start complaining about this, and people go, that's not real, that's fake, you got to
You're
fact check
racist.
that, it's rape.
That's not,
But look at it, this is a problem. That woman's bawling her eyes out. She's terrified. The first guy who steps up is a guy saying, I'm walking around looking at all this. He's like, you guys sit up there in suits. Why don't you put on Crocs and a T-shirt? Which I guess Brian Stelter volunteered immediately to put on Crocs and a T-shirt and go hunt Haitian men. He was down there in an hour.
Weird.
But he's immediately saying that, like, go out there, walk around the streets with us, do this. And they're not even listening to the fact that, like, that's your resident. Stop saying it's racist. It's a largely black community, and you're just dumping these people off in there. Why? Because you think it camouflages?
Right.
Seriously.
it doesn't. And then
It's
when
racist
Kamala goes up there and says that it doesn't exist, it's not happening, every single person that was watching that knows it's happening, that lives in Ohio is like, what are you talking about? And I can't believe any Democrat, any person on the left that saw her say that and that lives in Ohio could still vote for her. That is insane. You have to have so much cognitive dissonance to still vote for her and be like, she can still fix this.
How do you fix what's broken? Like, that's the part.
And you were the one that broke it.
And then I keep hearing like, well, you only have certain powers as vice president. It's like you're
Get
part of
outta
the
here.
same system.
You have the most influence over the president as the vice president. You can't be like, hey, there's some things going on. Let's fix these things. Yes, you can. Yeah. Trying to say she doesn't have that power, that's ridiculous.
Look at Dick Cheney. He had all the power. And now he's jumping in on this. He's jumping in for her.
The tent's this big now, guys. Did you see that tweet? I was like, yeah, it's a single person tent. They're the same people.
But it's
the same thing.
He owned Halliburton. He makes weapons, and we're going into World War III.
Yeah. Huh.
You're surprised at this?
I wonder why he might back Kamala Harris.
Yes, it's not shocking.
Bro.
And also, when it comes down to, like, if we want to let's get into this first. It will be a miracle if our country survives. I'm going to tell you that. It'll be a miracle.
I'm ready for a miracle.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for a miracle?
Yeah.
Are you ready for a miracle?
Oh, I don't know this song.
Oh, it's something like that. Okay. And then all I know is I want to walk into a church, but I want to do some double dutching with some jump rope.
As you're going in?
Yeah, like Sherman Hemsley and Amen.
You know, you could roll up to like as a fashioned rope that you can do double Dutch with.
What?
Miracle Made. It's our sponsor today, Miracle Made.
They are.
Sheets. They make sheets. They're beautiful sheets. They're infused with silver to make it all super soft and cool at
cuddly.
night. Oh,
you can
cuddly?
lay there
So
with
cuddly.
your wife, husband, cat, or
Haitian.
And
Your new Haitian neighbor.
Get him all up in there.
Haitian neighbors, your new one.
Get Mbutu in there. He will like it. I trust, dude. It will blow his freaking mind.
Yeah, because they'll be like,
never touched anything this soft.
What is this? And you'll go, it's cooling your body because it's infused with something that I don't know, magic.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Miracle things.
It was inspired by NASA. That's all I know. And what it does is when you get all hot at night, it cools you down.
It does.
So you're like, what is this refreshing? I can't stop this feeling.
Deep inside of me. It's all of the germs that you get from eating house cats. And then they're just wicked off. 90, what is it? How many? 95, 90,
97%.
97%.
97% of bacteria is flicked off. And you know what? If you go to trymiracle.com/normal, you're going to get 40% off right now.
40%?
40% off right now.
Dang. That's a lot.
trymiracle.com.
Do you get anything else with it?
Oh, let's see. Oh, I know.
What is it?
You're going to get 3 free towels.
Dang, that's more than 0. That's 3.
That's 3 more.
In fact.
Yes, you get a hand towel.
A hand towel.
A face towel.
A face towel.
And a body towel.
I don't know how anybody could deny this deal. It's a great deal.
Knees and toes.
Head, shoulders,
towels.
knees, and toe.
And you're going to get, hold on.
Oh,
are you holding?
Hold up, dude. Hold on.
Are you holding? An extra 20% off.
Ooh,
boy.
Yeah.
They must love their customers.
Dude.
No, they do.
They don't love just the customers. They love you guys.
Yep.
You watch the show.
That's the customers.
Well, I'm saying specifically you guys.
You know, if
you guys
ride the
look, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. I'm talking to you.
I just can't do this. All right, so trymiracle.com/normal. I guess cut that part out with the beginning.
Okay.
And go ahead. But seriously, go there. It's excellent sheets. You're going to love them. They make great gifts for the holiday season coming up. Or if you're wealthy enough, trick-or-treaters.
They're going to love it.
Oh, yeah.
They love sheets.
They're the new raisins.
They don't chase
They
them.
are. They're the new candy apples.
Right.
Without the blade in them.
Yeah, kids are going to be like, I wanted it. No.
I wanted it with a blade
This
in
is
it.
way better.
Yeah, I like apple blades. So go to trymiracle.com/normal today. And thank you, Miracle Maid, for sponsoring our show.
Mm.
That was pretty great, I gotta say.
You can pull that down now.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay. Also, if you use the code NORMAL40, that's NORMAL40, you can get 40% off of a Blaze subscription.
Whoa.
Did you know that?
You just snuck that in
I just
there.
found out.
NORMAL40.
So if you want to get a subscription to Blaze,
If you want a subscription
That's a
to
big
Blaze,
discount.
that's a
40%.
big discount.
limited
We got-
time. It's limited time.
It's very limited.
They didn't tell us
It's
when
still
the
up.
due date is.
No.
So it could be like now. So
But you do it, we're going to get
gotta get
credit.
there.
So if you want to even delete your old account and then
redo it and
do it
say
with NORMAL40,
it was us.
do it up.
Yeah.
I highly recommend.
That's good for us.
Just say, hey, NORMAL40, NORMAL
Yeah.
4, like the number,
Yep.
0.
0.
So NORMAL40.
Good job.
That's
Yeah,
correct,
that's good.
Oh, I
You read the
worked on that
whole
all
thing.
day.
It's been a long one.
All day. It's been a long day.
Oh.
I hit a Haitian.
Wow.
Cops saw me. Didn't even care. All right.
Well, they don't have names.
What?
They're not documented.
Are they not?
If they're not documented, they don't have names.
They still
That's
have
how
names.
documents work, Angela.
I don't know if you know about documents, but you have to have one to have a name.
See?
Unless you're
They've backed me up.
indigenous.
You know, if I say stuff, just back me up.
No. That's not how this works.
Yeah, she's right. Now you're getting in. Now you're fence riding again.
I'm
I play
100%
both sides, so I always
on
come
one
out on
side of
top.
That's how you win. I
playing both sides.
I read the book both sides on top. It actually turned out to have nothing to do with business.
Weird.
No, it just had to do. Well, you could make money
A lot of depictions of different positions.
anyway.
I know we talked about the debate already, but I didn't know if you guys had seen that Tim Walz actually made a statement.
Did he?
No, let's take a look.
Hey, this is Vice Presidential candidate Tim Walz, and I'll tell you what, right now, I am as giddy as my squirrely son with a brand new pillow. Kamala, oh, girlfriend, she did such a great job in that debate last night. She did everything like she was supposed to. We were able to get the questions ahead of time from ABC, so she had all the answers rehearsed, and the way Barack and I went ahead and coached her, and she had that little earring where Barack was talking in her ear the whole time, and she was able to recite everything that came right out of his pie hole. It was just a vision. And we said, listen, Kamala, just, roll your eyes whenever you can. Try not to look too stupid. And if you're lucky, you won't even have to answer questions about the hostages. That was just amazing. They avoided that whole thing for 90 dang minutes. I'm telling you, I'm just excited to be picking out drapes at the White House, thinking Minnesota Vikings purple and yellow. And I'm trying to find a thing for a leash for the backyard. You know, the big things where you screw it in the ground, so I can tie up my son because he's a little odd, so got to keep him kind of close hand. You don't want him to go off and, start eating roses and stuff because then you can't have a rose garden ceremony if you ain't got no roses. Anyhow, this is Tim Walz, and I approve this Harris Walz 2024.
I feel like he could have afforded to take the watermark off of that StreamYard stuff.
No, I don't think he can.
No, it's not in the budget for the campaign.
He's homeless.
That's all right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I just shouldn't have brought that up.
I'm sorry,
that's offensive.
unhoused. The people that live on the street and rats nibble at their feet prefer the word unhoused.
Yes.
It's a big problem. They're like, hey, could you not call me homeless?
I'm a little offended here. Do you have $1?
Yeah, I am unhoused.
Or transient.
Transients.
I'm just a
transient.
Transient
Rolling
sounds
Stone.
fun.
Yeah.
Apparently, vagabond and asking them to sing is not okay.
What about a gypsy? Can I call them gypsies?
No.
I thought that was
No, that's someone.
It sounds fun. It sounds
They're
like
called travelers now.
They are. They're Irish travelers.
Well, damn it.
And I like them.
Gypsies.
I like their
I
weddings.
don't need to be
I
cursed.
like that boxing movie about the gypsies. Guy Ritchie movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, those gypsies.
There's also a show on FX with Eddie Izzard where like a family dies and then he just moves in and pretends to be like the rich guy.
Really?
Yeah, it was called The Riches, actually.
And he was a gypsy?
He's a gypsy. Yeah.
Why are we not allowed to say gypsy? I don't get that.
I think you are. I don't think
It's
gypsies
not.
care.
Well, they have talked about that.
I don't think they
So
care.
there's like.
They can't
just
stop
It's
me.
not a race,
Yeah.
right?
It's not.
There's like Irish ones, and then there's like.
Why can't
Libyan
you say
ones, and there's
homeless? It's just to divide people more.
Have you ever asked a homeless man what he likes to be called as? You know,
Yeah.
hobo. I like hobo. We should bring hobo back.
Hobo was good. I found it fancy. And of course, you could have the hobo sack, which is the stick with the
The
bag.
bindle.
That's classic.
Bintle. See? Doesn't Bintle
And like
sound-
those-
That sounds Jewish. It's a bindle.
Did you say Bindle?
A bindle.
Why
yeah.
did I say Bintle?
That's
That's
Landau.
a Jewish
Landau.
bindle.
Oh, that's it. It's, well, maybe we call it a Bintle.
It's your roots coming through.
Bintle.
Yeah, when you're not
I made
using
you
it as a
out of
sack.
rag. Bintle,
Put it on the head.
Bintle, filled with chili. And some socks.
I don't think it would. In a can.
Oh, yeah, it's canned chili and
gotta
socks. That's how you make hobo chili. You put socks in a can and cook it over a fire. And you go sleep in a boxcar.
Yeah.
Remember the books, The Boxcar Children?
Yeah.
I bet that wasn't as good as it seemed.
No.
No.
Living in a
Probably
boxcar.
a lot of hobo rape going on.
The rape.
Cars.
They had adventures, but I don't remember anything like that.
Yeah, it was sad until
Would have
they
been more
all,
exciting.
Yeah, it would have been.
all died of third world diseases.
Cholera.
Tuberculosis.
It was sad. Cholera.
Lumen.
All of them had scabies.
And maybe if they had used lumen,
If they had used it, they could track their calorie intake and their different aspects of their body as they're traveling down the nice railway. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Have you
yeah,
ever used it?
I know. Have I used Lumen?
Yeah.
Yes, they sent me one.
You ever blow into one of those little digital
I
things?
actually have.
It's
and it's
like-
why I'm losing a bit of weight right now. Thank you kindly.
Yeah.
And I
it's good to
enjoy it.
see. You know, it's good to keep track of that.
It is. I'm getting too old, even though I look very young.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm getting too old to not
A
keep
day
track.
over 68.
I know, not a day. And I'll tell you, it's for a man of 71.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we had a craft go.
we have both.
No, it's both. We have all of that today.
All of it.
Wow, all
I
these
gotta
people
get a new
love
lake
us?
house.
I know.
Ooh, you want two? Yeah. I need a new Bentley. Oh, that's not me.
Oh.
Anyway,
And it will never be you.
We mixed up the.
no. Lumen is
math.
great though. It is the first handheld metabolic coach. It's a device that measures your metabolism through your breath.
Yeah.
And on the app, it lets you know if you're burning fat and carbs and gives you tailored guidance to improve your nutrition. Your metabolism is your body's engine. It's how your body turns your food you eat into fuel that keeps you going.
That's right.
Because your metabolism is at the center of everything your body does. Optimal metabolic health. That's what I'm saying.
That's right. That's what it
Translate
does.
into a bunch of benefits,
That's what it does.
including easier weight management, improved energy levels,
Yep.
better fitness, results, sleeping.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you want to take the next step in improving your health, go to lumen.me/normal. That's lumen.me/normal to get 15% off your Lumen. That's LUM as in Mary, E and N as in Nega Garrett.
Thank you.
Lumen.me.
And me as in me.
Yeah.
And me as in me. Like, hey, you're not me, I'm me. So lumen.com.
No.
Nope. Forget that part. Lumen.me/normal. And you're going to get 15% off your purchase.
Nice.
And I want to thank you, Lumen, for sponsoring this episode.
And thanks for Dave's hot new bod.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In shape for the fall.
Yeah. I like to have a winter body so I can cover
look
it
sleek.
with coats.
While you're trick or treating.
And then I overeat. You know, fat
of-
bodies are made in the winter.
This is true.
Ruining beach parties.
Yes.
Made in the winter.
It's like you're hibernating.
Yes, I
Gotta
just
fatten up.
I fill myself up with Christmas candies. And then by the time June rolls around, people are like, "Are you going to die?" And my son, every time I leave, hugs me and goes, "I hope you come back, Daddy."
Please use your lumen to
Is
track
that
your
your
metabolic
heartbeat
rate.
I'm hearing through your chest? It sounds like a gun. And I'm like, that's me.
Summer is for Ozempic.
Is what?
Summer is for Ozempic.
Yes.
Easy.
You just
We're all up in
and
that.
we don't have to focus on the fact that there's been 167 linked deaths to that either.
Well,
That's people using it stupidly.
Please.
You're supposed to just take it to get thin.
It says do as instructed.
Yeah. It's why you go to your doctor and you pretend to have diabetes until he prescribes it.
Exactly.
You just find somebody with a doctor with a 1.5-star review, promise to pump it up, and he'll give you whatever you want.
You don't even have to take acting classes.
No.
You can just get it.
No.
You know
I
this
think you
guy's
get a
Talk
free
about
trial
Ozempic
with
right
them.
now.
Oh. You guys
you get a free
watch
trial?
do you ever guys watch the Nikocado avocado on the internets? He's one of those mukbangers.
Is he? Oh, he's the guy who was pretty small.
Oh,
and
yes.
I've seen pictures of him. That's
So-
very sad.
He's one of these things called a lol cow. Do you know what a lol cow is?
No.
Like
Lol
a
cow is
Chris Chan type.
Yes, exactly. It's somebody
You know
you
Chris
can
Chan?
you can just milk all of the lulls out of.
It's
You
like
don't know
a-
Chris Chan? Oh, bro.
We're gonna introduce
We
you
should-
to Chris Chan.
Who's Chris?
We're about to
gosh.
ruin your life.
Can I see him?
You don't. No, we don't want to do that to the audience.
Which version do you want?
Yeah, there's many. There's
If I
many
end up knowing
colors.
who this is, I'm going to be mad.
Many colors of the Chris Chan. But anyways, that is a lol cow. Is
has he got
is
so
a
many-
person that creates content
Yeah.
that you watch because you want them to fail. I don't partake in this because I'm a good person. But people do this on the internet.
So Chris Chan wants to fail?
Well, no, his audience wants him to fail. Because they like to see him fail and do crazy shit, and that's what he does. But anyway,
Oh, you mean
we
like
digress.
anybody who's remotely successful?
Exactly.
But there's people that go out of their way, almost like in a gang stalking kind of situation,
yeah,
where
yeah,
they
yeah.
like will fuck
And
with them in life.
It takes a very specific type of person. It's
Seriously?
not anybody.
Oh, is this the guy who's like eating eggs in a restaurant and they'll come up and punch him?
Yeah, behavior like that. Not necessarily this person. But anyways, I
Oh,
digress
good.
back
Well, I'm
to.
glad there's more than one. That's
There's a
happening.
lot.
Chris Chan deserves it.
Yeah,
Is he?
well, he really
Yeah.
does. He had sex
She.
with his mother.
She.
Whatever. Anyways, Nikocado avocado was a massive, massive person. All right, I'm talking 600 pounds, eating food.
You go he, she, whatever, and you both agree. I can't wait to see what this is.
You're gonna be okay. Well, I'll show you after the show. Anyways, he's like 600 pounds. This is way off script. I need to introduce you to the internet, dude. So he eats food, massive amounts of food, and gets huge. Right?
Okay. I may know.
Everyone makes fun of him
think it's
on
me.
the internet
Okay.
for being a huge fat ass. All right? It's like a whole thing. And then just this week, he released a video where he's skinny again.
Okay.
So he had been uploading fat videos for a year. Ozempic.
You know.
You know. All right. So he dropped it and it was called 2 Steps Ahead of You. And he did this whole like Machiavellian evil speech. The dude is hilarious.
Like footprints?
Yes.
Ozempic is when I was carrying you. You were too
it was
fat
good.
to carry before. That's why
You gotta
they weren't
partake in the
footprints, it was
internet.
just
You gotta
2
watch
feet
it.
dragging.
They're just like
So
everyone. I'm gonna start a whole segment on this show where I just introduce you to internet lore.
Yes.
should do that.
And we have to start with Chris Chan.
Oh, there's too much. There's so much.
Too much.
There is just the lore is extensive. Hours and hours of footage cannot cover this man, woman.
okay, I'm gonna check it out.
There's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
I'm excited.
And then
to
there's
see it.
offshoot.
We'll go to dinner, play it loud in a restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's offshoot stories. So Chris Chan created a character in the Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm just gonna dip toes here. In the Sonic the Hedgehog universe, it's called Sonichu. So he was writing his own stories about this character that looks like Sonic but is not Sonic, and
It's creative.
is yellow.
Oh.
And he made these medallions. Okay,
So it's like the fox friend, but yellow?
basically. But no, it's like Sonic but yellow. Literally the same thing. He made emblems and sent them out to like fans and stuff, and people would buy them. And if you wear them, it's internet lore. If you wear that medallion, you're cursed. And this has happened to several creators where they'll wear the medallion and they'll be like, oh, look, I'm wearing this stupid medallion and it's so stupid. And then sometime down the line, a year, later. Their whole life will get destroyed.
You serious?
This is a for real thing. I've seen it. It's happened to friends.
Did you guys buy me a medallion?
Maybe.
You've had it in your heart this whole time.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
It's been inside you. This
Why?
whole time.
It's not the medallion. It's the self-destruction gene. You've been there the whole time. It's okay.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I didn't realize.
Life's ruined.
That's the twist on it. He then goes and kills himself.
Yeah.
Because he realizes that's the fate.
Well,
Maybe we'll get into it in a future segment.
It's like that?
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, it's like that?
It can get bad. I'm telling you.
People
It's
are doing.
cursed. It
People
is
are.
cursed.
What's the stupid word we use now?
Unaliving.
Unaliving
Unalived.
themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's better.
Yeah.
You know.
It's the
you
same.
know,
It's the same concept.
We found Mother unalive hanging from the ceiling fan. And they're like, "Oh, I'm so glad you didn't say."
Again.
The S word.
You got that yellowed.
Oof. I thought you were going to say suicide and put some.
Still monetized.
Stank on it.
We're still
Thank goodness
monetized.
she was unalive in the bathtub that was all red.
As opposed to have committed suicide.
Dang it! You said it!
Like, why would that be? Like, you're supposed to have, like, we don't want there to be stigma. So bring up the word. Don't pretend the word doesn't exist and then change it to unalive.
Well, we use unalive because if you say the other word,
What, suicide? Do you have any idea how many people know?
you get demonetized on YouTube, all right? So you got to finagle
true?
around it. Yeah, that's why.
No, we've
Oh.
said
Where I
it
came
on
from.
here before.
Yeah.
That's why we're always
I
demonetized.
say it in my head all the time.
Well, the YouTube guidelines
getting
don't
better
count
about
inside
it.
your
Well,
brain.
that's good.
I mean, come on, you guys haven't seen Signs?
I think you've been doing
That was
good.
a good movie.
It was a good movie. Yeah.
Swing Away?
I used the DVD to cut my wrist the long way.
Because that's the more efficient way.
Correct. Yeah, I don't need to be doing it in the side just so
Like a movie?
just
What
to
is
scare
this?
my parents.
Come on.
Who one of them unalived themselves.
See, didn't that feel better?
Monetization. Goodbye, monetization.
How did your mom? Oh, she unalived herself. Now I don't feel bad about what happened.
Well, hey, we're not
what?
monetized, so we need all these sponsors. Craftco!
We're
Whiskey.
monetized.
Yeah.
For now, until you friggin' said all the bad, naughty, no words.
If YouTube wants to talk to me about that and get personal, I will have a word with them about why that is
like to see
stupid, and stigmatizing something like that is way more dangerous than coming up with a douche word like unalive.
We should make a video on that.
Did you go to an unalive walk?
Get an unalive pin.
Little ribbon?
Unalive forest.
You'll not wear the ribbon?
Does the coroner go, they're unalive? And you go, yeah, I know they're not alive, but what happened? They
Unalive
unalived
forest. Craftco.
with a belt,
I'm just going to give it a little space.
toaster. They unalived with a toaster.
We need the sponsor, okay?
They unalived with ketamine in a hot tub.
That wasn't his fault.
No, but they did.
The freaking doctors on that.
Well.
Tragic. He's on that board over there behind your head. I look
Is
at
he?
him all the time. Yeah.
There he is.
Matthew
Before
Perry.
he looked like a pelican. All right.
It's fish in it.
I liked him.
Keeps fish down there.
He OD'd.
Craftco whiskey. If you like a good whiskey, I know Derek has been on the show. He says he loves it. It tastes great. I've tried it. I like it as well. But if you also want to get free shipping, right there on the screen, Flying Aces whiskey. No. FlyingAcesSpirits.com. Sorry, don't do that. Code America, and you can get free shipping. And they also support veterans and first responders families, and they do scholarships and all kinds of great stuff. And, that's awesome.
Use promo code America because you will get free shipping. And it is important because today's 9/11.
That's right.
And it does go to children of first responders that have died tragically or have been injured in the field, such as the people who did go and try to help at the World Trade Center. You can go to use promo code America, flyingacespirits.com, code America.
That's right.
And you will get free shipping. And you're going to get a nice glass of whiskey and help send some of these young kids to school, kids to get scholarships. It's a great program that they've put together at Flying Ace Spirits, along with Craftco.
It's really great. So you can scan this promo code, put it up right there. Scan that.
Scan.
Scan it. Get 50%.
Scanners.
It's not 50%. It's free shipping. That's free.
Like no money.
Like no money.
Because that money's going elsewhere. To the pockets of soldiers, kids, and first responders.
Folds of honor, right there.
Right there. Folds of honor.
Thank you.
Thank you for sponsoring this episode.
Because we need it now. I'm using all the no words.
Well, tomorrow we're going to talk Beetlejuice. We got to get out of here.
That's right.
So tune in. I watched it as well.
Watched it. You watched it.
And chat about it.
We talked about
I want to
watching
hear
it.
y'all's opinions.
We're going to hear it for, we're going to ruin it.
That's fine.
We're going to hear it for the boys. That's what I was going to sing. That song's always on a loop in my head.
Let's give the boy a hand.
Let's give the boy a hand job.
That's what you sing in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Here at work?
I was actually, when the Lions won 26-20, by the way, last week. Oh, dude, in overtime, amazing. I got back just in time. But I do walk around the house and go, I am lions, hear me roar. Rar, 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 and it pisses off everyone in the home.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then I'll do it for days. I'll be like, I'm lying. I don't know any more of the words.
You deserve it, though.
I am woman. But then I decided just to tweet it out. So I just like found the song and put lions over woman on every one of them. And I was like, I'm singing this right now. But little did they know I was.
He was.
I was like, I am lions, hear me roar. You know that song.
Yeah.
I am woman, but you're not. You're lions. Rar, rar, rar.
The woman lions are the most vicious.
That's true. They hunt.
In the song?
No, in life.
That's true.
Yeah.
Women they look beautiful.
Yes.
But they will hurt you. Unless you watch the Scott Peterson documentary on Netflix, and it's totally the reverse.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, wow.
A lot, actually, when you think about it, a lot of documentaries about that.
Yeah, really, it's more
the
the guy is the bad guy.
A lot of the times.
Most of the time, it seems to be the men. But you don't know what the woman did to deserve it.
That's true.
I wasn't at the Peterson house before he hit her with an oar.
No opinions here.
It is so interesting, though, that when women do kill, it's most of the time only for monetary gain.
That's
you know?
true.
We just don't have the thing in us.
Whores.
Yeah. I'm just saying we're smart about it. At least we get something out of it.
Yeah, I don't know why you would kill your wife like that. It's horrible.
Evilness.
Why did you just give her half your stupid fertilizer business?
Yeah, it's dumb anyway.
He had a fertilizer business.
What a loser.
And then he bought a boat. And he bought a boat like, no, everybody's like, I didn't know you had a boat. He's like, no, yeah, I did. I just got it 5 days ago along with this tackle box. And
like,
it's
hey,
like,
everybody.
Why didn't you just say you killed her in a boat? Like, I can't imagine. Like, that's insane to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
You shouldn't kill your
Yeah, that's bad. This is a bad conversation.
It's not a bad
We're saying, like, it's a good conversation, but we're saying that that's a bad thing to do.
We're saying that women kill for the right reasons because
we're going to die on
money.
this hill.
Mm-hmm.
And men do it because they want sex.
Yeah.
And power.
And power.
Yeah, and sometimes they're just messed up in the head.
No, it's sex.
It's mostly the sex thing, though.
Mostly sex and power.
You know, they want to wear their skin or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's about the power.
I'll tell you what's weird is going on a boat ride in your new boat. And like, whoa, we got a boat? Yeah, it's a Christmas gift. And all of a sudden you're getting hit with an oar.
Man, what a
she was
buzzkill.
dead before she got in
You
the
think
boat.
she was dead?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's worse, not getting to ride on a boat before you die or getting killed?
That's
right
true.
before. I mean,
boat ride would have been nice.
Yeah, it would have been like, look at the sun's coming up.
Yeah, you could have done a mice and men kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like let her touch the water. You know,
feel the water.
Yeah, what a monster. And like 8 months pregnant.
That's messed up, dude.
Ugh.
You gotta be sick in the head, bro.
Is he Haitian?
He was
All right.
fertilizer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for the fertilizer store.
No, he fertilized her.
Oh yeah.
It's in the job description. Let's cut that out.
Yeah, we can get rid of this whole
Let's
part.
just like cut the whole show.
Just really get rid of this
All
whole
this
part.
off.
Honestly,
Just
for
to get
real.
all of this out of here.
I don't
Like
find
any of that.
murdering her funny.
It's not funny at all.
It was very sad.
It's a bad situation. If you you watched it. I've seen it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember it happening. I was writing shows at the time, and it was a large part of a play I did.
Sick.
Not that it was humorous.
Play?
Yeah, it was for Second City.
A comedy play?
Yes, it was called The DeVito Code.
Okay.
It was about a white guy who
You're talking about how you don't think it's funny, but you were in a comedic play about
It
it.
was simply a through line.
I wrote a whole show about it.
It was a through line about a 5'6" white kid who got his girlfriend pregnant.
Okay.
But wouldn't pay for the abortion or get one because he felt he was going to go into the NBA so he could take care of it at any point.
I was wondering why you
That's a lot
included
of
the
confidence.
5'6" thing, and then once you got to the NBA, it made sense. But I was like, this sounds. Why
This,
are you
this
including
supposed character was very confident about being in the NBA and that he could just play with a papoose on,
that? Yeah.
holding the baby.
I think you could do that. You have enough confidence, you can do anything in this life.
That's true. That's what it was about.
Confidence.
End of the world. Crossing my legs. Oh, again. Sucking it. Wow. Okay.
Are you adjusted?
Yep.
You are tucked
I don't
in.
know why I do that. I think it's going to be comfy, and then it just...
Never is.
No, it just hurts.
It used to be, though,
hurts.
right?
No, it was never comfy.
Never.
Oh.
Why would it ever be comfy?
Well, I don't know. I just thought,
You're
you're
smushing
a
it
younger
all
man.
up.
It's how they talk on
tighter.
talk shows, and I'm always like, how are you doing that? That's why Burt Reynolds and Frank Sinatra are always just spread open like, yeah, baby.
Because they had it their way.
You want to go down south, you ding-dong whore?
And most of the time, yes.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frankie.
I got to taste Frankie's pubic mound.
His mustache tastes so good, Burt Reynolds.
Yeah. Oh, Burt Reynolds let me sit on his mustache, and I careened in it.
Mom.
So Beetlejuice is coming out. We're going to talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But right now, let's go ahead and ask this question. If you said someone's name into the mirror 3 times, who would you not want to have appear? QB.
Ooh, the blue guy from the Olympics.
Oh, I like that.
Like the
Yeah.
sparkly beard.
I want him to clear.
Not what?
I want to dance with him.
No.
Yeah.
They don't want to dance.
He does.
Ray Gun. Oh, could you imagine Ray Gun saying her name and she's just like,
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty rad.
R. Kelly.
Oh.
well, you're not a child.
Wow.
So he just like sing you a nice song, you know?
Do you got your passport?
Your shots.
Just getting pissed on like you're changing a baby.
Yeah, at least I'm in the bathroom for it.
That's true. You know?
I believe.
It's not like he's ruining your carpet, just your life.
Yeah.
I'm going to go rust Alec Baldwin.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
specific.
Yeah, click, clack, boom.
Yeah. I didn't do it.
All right, well, join me this weekend. I'll be at the Charlotte Comedy Zone. Derek will be there. Come on out and check everybody else out on their channels.
Yeah.
And
Angela show.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
check it out. There might be a Friday the 13th thing, which gives me hope that there will be.
Yeah.
Well, now I guess I have to.
You brought it up.
You said it.
I'm tired of getting into semantics with you.
Fence
In
riders.
the show. See you tomorrow.
Good night.